Whoa, there we go. Regarding PWF's WrestleMania 10, I am unfortunately going to have to make this announcement. Apparently, with the PCW Intercontinental Championship, there was going to be a champion versus champion match for PCW. Well, I'm sorry, what is the event? PCW Heritage Homecoming in Memphis. Unfortunately, we are unable to have that match. We were unable to have that match, not just because of Glacier being inactive, partially, but because apparently his account is dead. And I only learned this actually a few minutes ago, so I was wondering why it took so long for him to actually start his match, and this is apparently why. So, therefore, I have no choice but to vacate the PCW Intercontinental Championship. Also, I said 2 days for Gorilla Joe to do his promo. Apparently, he doesn't give a fuck, so he will no longer be the number one contender for the Intercontinental title. So, in this case, I would award the number one contender the championship, but since he doesn't give a fuck, it's not going to happen that way. Which I propose this idea. Since the European champion is already going to be in action against Jacob Styles in a title versus title match for the European Championship and his self-proclaimed Lightning belt, we're going to do this. Those belts will still be on the line, but I'm going to add the Intercontinental title to this. So we can have a true international champion. So that way, this will all be said and done. Because the winner of this match will not only be the Intercontinental Champion, European Champion, Lightning Belt Champion, but those belts will be retired. They will mean nothing at the WrestleMania 10. Because the winner of that match will be the PWF International Champion. Which means that belt will be able to be defended on both PCW and ACW shows. And basically, that will apply to any belt or any company that is under the PWF banner in SOS. So basically what this means is, Glacier, unfortunately, this is not your fault, but unfortunately, this does mean the end of an era for you. Because, honestly, I may not like you, but as a person that has been a promoter for many years, businessman, it's bad business. And unfortunately, that has to happen. One thing, though, is we will have a new international champion at WrestleMania 10. PWF has not had a pay-per-view in 2 years. The PWF has really, it's been dead for HWRP, and now I brought it over to SOS with PCW and ACW. It's the best thing going today. Now that means, also, regarding the ACW Championship match, which we've gone through before, there's been a tournament to declare the new ACW Heavyweight Champion. I'm just going to go get something really quick, so excuse me. Now, regarding the ACW Heavyweight Championship match, which has already been announced to begin with, the winner of that match will face the PCW champion Weymouth Mahler for the right to be PWF champion. What they do not know is ACW's Heavyweight Championship and the PCW Heavyweight Championship will be unified as well, to make something that we have not had in over 2 years. And look at this. I mean, I was the last one to hold this belt. It means a lot to me. The winner of that match, just like with the Intercontinental, Lightning, and European title, the ACW World Heavyweight Championship and the PCW World Heavyweight Championship will be unified into one belt. Those belts will no longer mean anything. Because the winner of that match, and I say this with a lot of heart and a lot of things, will be in over 2 years. Our first PWF undisputed champion. And the winner of that match, as well as the PWF International belt, will be defended on both shows at any given time. Now, one more announcement in regards to the card, with the a match being empty due to what happened with Glacier and the Intercontinental title match with him and Gorilla Jones. That will be changed to a Money in the Bank ladder match. And how this will be changed is different, because in PCW, when we had these Money in the Banks at WrestleMania, they were different. Because sure, Money in the Bank, you could cash it in on a world champion. No big deal. But with this, you'll be able to cash in on any champion. Doesn't matter if it's a world title, tag title, Intercontinental, hardcore, whatever. The winner of that match will be able to cash it in at any time within the next year until PWF WrestleMania 11, at any champion, any time, any place, within reason. It can't be a random fucking attack like a Homo Legend would do. I mean, it could be, but I'm not going to allow that. If anything, it should be done the right way. It should be one-on-one. Not when someone is down, not when someone is attacked, not when someone is injured. The right way. That's the only stipulation of that briefcase, because I know people will fuck it up and do a whole clusterfuck. I've dealt with these for 8 fucking years. I know what I'm doing. Danny didn't give me this company for nothing. I mean, at least I did something to make it something, and it means a lot to me. It really does. This is real. This isn't the character. This is the person. And honestly, I mean, if anything, it's been a hell of a ride these past 8 years. It means a lot to me to actually have this pay-per-view in Atlanta, Georgia. To actually have this pay-per-view around still. I mean, after 2 years after this, having all these companies folded, SOS has really done something to help this place. Even though it's fucked up as it is, you can't join any divisions or anything like that. This is why we made these shows. This is why we made these. To make this place still interesting, to make this place still enjoyable. Because Strikelight might be paying the fucking bills, but we're doing something around here. We're still here. And the point of this being, we will stay here till the end. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. Sure, CWE is opening, and so far so good. And Unstoppable is dead, and thank fucking God. But as God is my witness, just like the original 1.0 people, and I wasn't around for 1.0. I actually am disappointed that I wasn't able to do that. But I will stay here and fight the good fight until this place closes down. Until I can't fucking post anymore. Until VIP is no longer obsolete. Until anything is obsolete. Because let's face it, we can't even get into any divisions in general. It's ridiculous. Just like the $1 Million Nerd. Just like Chris Styles. I will stay here until we get the job done. Until it dies. Until something happens that we are unable to perform for these fans. For these people. I swear to God is my witness. And I swear to drunk, I'm not God. But this is what we have to do. More announcements will be made momentarily. For now, enjoy the rest of the show.